Right guys, in at Paint It, we're down at the Academy, and as you can see we've had a lovely delivery from Sprayshop. If you don't know what Sprayshop is, it's Morrells, okay? So we've got an Airless assisted rig, we've got Harry here today, and what we're going to do is we're going to unbox it, we're going to lay it all out, we're going to explain exactly what we've got, and then we're going to put it together. So if you've got any questions or problems, just let us know and we'll work it out for you. Right, so we've got everything unboxed, and I'm going to have an attempt at naming everything, okay? Harry's going to put me right if necessary, okay? So we're starting with a hopper, okay? So we've got a standard hopper. What size did you say the hopper was?
6 litres.
6 litres. That's obviously the connector for the hopper. Then obviously we've got the chassis, stroke, cradle, wheels, etc. The pump, obviously fixed on here. We've got airline there. This is obviously suction tube, so instead of having a hopper, we can have suction tube. And then we've obviously got the dual line, which is air and fluid. We've got lubricant, which is equivalent to, let's say, a TSL, throw seal lubricant for the actual pump, because it is a pump, therefore we've got to keep it oiled up. And therefore then we've got what we would call the manifold filter, which is the main filter. And then what we've got is this absolutely fantastic look. I must admit, I think it's very, very, it's well weighted, very small. I'm looking forward to having this set up. Cool. So what's this, Harry?
So basically, this is the wall bracket unit. So in effect, when you buy the system,
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, okay. So that goes in your workshop, because most of the time it's going to be mounted and stuff.
Yeah, so you might actually fix that to the wall, and these are the things that hold the pump on.
What we've got here is, obviously, it's those, so they're going to slot and then just drop in. So that's pretty cool. So you haven't got to kind of hold the weight, you just need to put them in, slide them in.
It makes it a quick release unit, so if you had the actual unit on the wall, and you have the trolley separate, you can take it off the wall, quick release, and you can put it on the trolley quick release. So it's...
Let's have a go. Just a question with the filter, does the paint come from the outside and into the filter?
Basically, paint comes in and basically goes up and then goes through the filter and goes down and goes back in again.
Brilliant. So all the excess is on the outside of the filter?
It filters from the outside within.
That's it. Cool.
So nice and tight. But again, if you are going to get any sort of leakage, it's going to be here.
Yeah.
That's the high pressure part, obviously here. So that's the actual filter now. If we go to the next, obviously the next stage is the actual suction one.
Yes.
Slightly difficult because the pipe is, going to hold up, because the pipe is not particularly flexible.
Oh, okay.
Tight.
Okay.
Again,
will this move as well, or once it's fixed,
it's fixed? It's fixed.
Fine.
What you can do, I mean, this is further down the line, is that this whole set cylinder comes off.
Yeah.
And obviously that's where your piston are, your seals and so on and so on. But I mean, you're talking 12 months to 2 years before you should be messing or anything in here.
Any repacking?
The telltale sign that the actual seals that are going in here is you'll start to see paint in there.
It starts weeping.
Yeah. So once that happens, you just got to fix the crown seals. The actual orange is the air. It's colour coded because it's Morrells colours anyway, but it's colour coded to the air. Now you'll see straight away that there's an open end.
Yeah.
And obviously and a screw end. The open end, well, the orange airline always goes into it's basically what you call, I don't know what the name from, they call like a...
They're pressure fits?
Yes, but only on the air. There's a pressure fit on the air, so obviously technically speaking, you can take that out of it.
Yeah. It's like the plumber's bit.
Yeah. But obviously the other end is the actual same one, it's the same one with guns, so you can have it either way. What I tend to do is, you'll have to look at it and see which is the right configuration, because you can find it'll be longer for this and short for the gun. So if you get the gun, to show you, if you get the gun, and obviously you put that on the gun,
That's good, yeah.
it matches. A lot of people tend to do, they put it the other way around and they'll have a big bend here when they're doing it. So
But it's already been thought about before.
yes, so you can put it wrong way around, but
Yeah.
you'll know as soon as you do. So always go for the longer,
Yeah.
is always the actual pump cell, or the pump end connect. So once that's in, just to basically show the filter.
What size mesh is that?
That's 100
Okay.
mesh. Now again, we do various sizes in this. We do a 50. The only time you use a 50 is if you're using the very high vis materials. And what we tend to find is with the finer filter, the very thick materials tend to coat it and you don't get any transfer through.
Yeah.
But let's say the standard water-based, standard pigment, well, not a problem. Omnias and things like that, or if you use gold emulsion paint, you might have to go down to a 50. Just basically pushes in, and this should move up.
Okay, so at the moment we've obviously set up the suction tube, but now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick video of how to change over to the hopper. Depending on your preference, depending on what you want to do, it's the best of both worlds. Let's go for it.
So we can take off the actual suction wand. Too well. So it's just basically an elbow. And basically to connect, basically goes on there. That's a smart little controlled element. One question for you, earthing leaf. Yeah, I mean you need the earth.
Is that for solvent?
For solvent, yeah, but it also works as a static thing on the water base as well. To be honest with you, you don't really need it with the water base, but
Yeah.
I'd always stick it to some, obviously earth somewhere. But yeah, definitely with the solvent, but you can get static issues, with water base. It's moving metal parts.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should always use the actual earth clip.
Okay, cool.